Now, Robert, you spoke, you had a nice kind of insight there into why you really like less. The next question was, did you choose less or did less choose you? Um, do you feel like you've answered that question, or is there more that perhaps you would like to say?
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of both. So I think, as I mentioned at the beginning, I was always, since I've discovered Scrum and I had a chance really to do this properly. I was working, like, my first team in 2011 was doing continuous delivery, and we were basically, after a check-in, the code was live after 45 minutes, from every single developer basically in the team. And that was for me just mind blowing. And I was lucky to be part of the team that knew so much at that time about continuous delivery. I think the book just came out in that time, maybe 1 or 2 years before. And I tried to replicate that basically, and I couldn't, like, with all the teams that I worked later. And the bigger the organization, the more it was far from that experience. So I was looking at ways to do that, and stumbled upon Less.Works, and started first, trying some approaches from there, and then went to bus course, and since then I just try to use more and more and apply this knowledge, um, as much as possible. So I think it's a combination about, like, I was, trying to choose less, but I also stumbled upon some of the things, yeah, myself, I guess, and apply that intrinsically the way we want to have it in a less organization.
So, do you believe that your experience with continuous delivery maybe set you up somewhat for, so when you found less, you were like, well, hold on, there's a lot of similarities here, or
Yeah,
there's some relationship, and that. And the reason I ask is because very similar to my journey, we got the book Continuous Delivery, blew our minds, followed that. We also got hold of one of Bos and Craig's books, began to run some of those experiments, and we found that
yeah,
it all came together beautifully. And that's what
yeah,
found really
yeah,
interesting is that you did CD and then found Less.Works, and your journey went from there. So it's a mixture of uh, doing the CD stuff, which you chose that, but then found Less.Works, did it give you a way to maybe see how you could kind of get some of that CD good stuff back with the in a bigger organization?
yeah, absolutely. I think that's I mean, obviously, you can do continuous delivery without doing Scrum, and the other way around. But if you put those things really nicely closely together, you create an amazing double effect, I would say, right? So, and we always say that the organizational ad, ability to adapt is dependent on your technical ability to adapt, right? And the other way around. So if you cannot deliver basically very fast a new product increment, then it doesn't matter how great your organization is and how you set it up, and so on, if you cannot deliver this. So you need basically both those components to be able to adapt as an organization quickly and change direction at a low cost. But it's amazing if you make progress at both sides, and to see this happening. So, like, the processes, the organizational adaptations and change, as well as technical change.